A lot of people bring that up about Tupac and his situation. Was Tupac gonna go to jail that night? I mean, that was obvious. He was on his way to a charity event to basically stop, and try to stop himself from heading back to jail to do another 120 days, you know, locking him up back behind bars. This incident that he just had in Vegas would have put him right back in jail. Absolutely. They had cameras of this incident everywhere. Tupac would have been blamed for being in the fight, but he felt untouchable. He felt death row can control anything. If he committed a crime, he can get away with it. He was under major false sense of security. And when you're under a major false sense of security, that's the blowback. Because you're under the illusion you can't be touched. You Superman. Nobody can jar you. So with the fight with Orlando Anderson took place, right? It's only common sense what happened after that. Absolute common sense. Because everything else don't make sense. He would have went to jail. Now, one of the contentions was he was going to this charity event to prevent him from going to jail. Now, if the judge would have saw that, Judge Khan, they were going to send him right back. And who knows, he might have had to do 6 months. He might not have survived the 6 months. He might would have got more time. They wanted to keep Tupac locked up. Oh, Jesus. I'm like, what was that? They wanted to keep him locked up. Everyone in the game has their own, they got their own agenda when it comes to this thing. They have their own scenarios. But for me, Tupac would have went to jail. There was nothing they could have done about it. And Suge Knight's power wouldn't have been able to save him. Well, everyone loves conspiracy theories. I don't give a damn about it, but a lot of people care about conspiracy theories. It gets to the point where people have been living in this conspiracy theory thing in this lane for about 20, 20, what, 30 years? Conspiracy theory. If you're going to do that, then you can't forget the fact that they were going to lock Pac up. Now, I've come a long way during my days in time. Now, there's been a lot of instances, and yeah, this email I got is mad crazy. There's been a lot of instances that Eric B is still the man. Eric B's got all the control, all the power, and he still own a lot of death row stuff. And a lot of people taking cash at night, from Ray J to Nick Cannon. All of these people still got Suge in power. I don't know. I don't know which one is the truth, which one is right or wrong, or the whole nine. All I can tell you is this: I really don't care. It's 20, 30 years ago. Like, that era is done. Suge Knight, Death Row, all that, it's over. Everything is starting anew. That is 20, 30 years ago. It's a whole new era taking over. But all the young people who weren't even alive when most of this took place is now caught up into the atmosphere of the story. And you got people that's old enough to know better. They just attracted to it. Like, you ever had those friends that's addicted to watching another 48? Or, yeah, like, it's another 48. They have it on like a reel to reel, or first 48 or whatever. They'll sit there and watch that show on a reel to reel, just all, and then they came in the house, took him out, and now they were brought into question. And you seeing everybody flip on everybody, stories are changing up. And it's like everybody I know was watching First 48 and caught into these different conspiracies that everybody was creating it on the spot, giving up new theories, giving up everything. I just thought that was strange, but it happened. But it was strange. I did say it was strange. That's kind of how this is. If If they'd had first 48 back then, you would have had all these stories. And because of YouTube now, you hear like 50 different stories. I was there that night. I was sweeping the street. I heard a shot. Everybody's doing this now just for some notoriety. I say it's done and it's done. Ain't nothing else you can do about it. Feel me? So on that note, I want to say love, peace, and hair grease to everybody out there. Don't forget to subscribe to the page. My Patreon is Carcino for Life, as you can see on the banner. Cash App is Carcino, Karceno, and that's it. Any other ones, I don't control. Now, I'm out. God bless. Deuces. And let me answer this email, because I am finna cuss somebody out. Serious, man. I hate when this goofiness happens. And there's 4 other videos here too, by the way, in case you can't see them. I don't know why you can't see them, but they're there. So these 4 videos, check them out. Tell me what you think.